Hi, I'm Sam. This is my co-host Matt, and this is the Huddle.
All right, so we're starting a little new thing here. We're two good buddies here, football players together. So we thought, let's hop on the show. Let's try to make something good here. All right,
Okay.
so episode 1, we're gonna be going over first like the NFC West because that's the division that both teams that we like are in. So we're gonna start with my team first. We're gonna go with the Seahawks. So we know going into the season. Going into the offseason, we know our biggest need was going to be the D-line and linebackers for sure. And I think so far, some moves we made, like signing Draymond Jones from the Broncos, which he's a monster. It was a huge move. Bringing back players like Jaron Reed, Jason Myers is going to help, the D-line as well, and then with our kicker. And then we brought in guys like Devin Bush, who, has had a rough start to his career, but
Yeah.
But I think he was a top 10 pick in the draft, so I think
He
he's got
can do
something.
something.
He's got something in the tank. I feel like he can.
It's like a Jadeveon Clowney signing you guys had like 2 years ago.
Yeah, he's coming off a torn ACL, so I feel like 2 years ago, like last year, I don't think last year he's fully recovered from it yet. I feel like he was still playing a little injured.
Yeah.
I think if he can go back to how he was like pre-injury, I think that was a very underrated signing. Of course, we brought back Geno Smith. Of course, that was a huge deal for us because now the number 5 pick we have in the draft.
You're gonna draft a quarterback?
No, we're not.
Yeah, you are.
We're free to use that however we please, which
Anthony Richardson.
Oh, come on, I don't want a quarterback. I think we're gonna trade the pick. To be honest, we'll get to that later in the show, but. That was huge because this year is only going to be a $7 million cap hit, which is actually crazy for a Pro Bowl level quarterback at this point in his career.
Okay.
Coming off last season.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can debate whatever.
I can't hate on Geno. Yeah.
I mean, he had a Pro Bowl season last year. I mean,
that's true. But there was a lot of quarterbacks that opted out. But I think he would have been.
No, he would have made it.
Yeah, he would have made it. Yeah. The NFC is really weak though.
And then we brought in another safety, Julian Love from the Giants. I don't know much about him to be honest, but I think it's just he's really there more of a insurance in case Jamal Adams goes down again with another injury. I think he's gonna, that's really why they brought him in because our safety who played for him last year and played amazingly, Ryan Neal, I think they're gonna move him back to slot corner this year, and I think. They're going to put Jamal Adams back at safety. So, yeah, that's why I think they brought in Julian Love. And then, of course, the biggest deal they made this offseason was, of course, bringing back my probably personal favorite player in history of the franchise, Bobby Wagner, which is not only just like a sentimental thing they brought him back, we actually needed the guy because, like, our linebacker core is just terrible. So that was actually a huge signing. We brought him back on a $7 million deal, which is pretty good for the highest PFF rated linebacker last year, 90 rating. So, I mean, I'll take that all day. But, Sam, you got any thoughts on that?
I think the Bobby Wagner signing is really good to a 1-year deal. I don't know if it's like here I am one last year, I'm out now. Or if it's like we're a legit contender. We see that the NFC West is falling apart with the Cardinals losing Kyler. The Rams trading away their whole secondary, aka Jalen Ramsey. So I think the Seahawks are in like kind of a win now mode, which is nice.
I mean, I feel like besides the 49ers, I feel like the NFC is just completely wide open this year.
Yeah.
There's not really one juggernaut team. I think every team's got a chance to win the NFC. Like, I think there's probably about 4 or 5 teams that have a legitimate shot at winning it. I think the Eagles, 49ers, Seahawks, Cowboys, I think.
I would actually, yeah.
Maybe the Giants.
I wouldn't put the Giants in there.
They might. I mean, that division is loaded, but
honestly, a sneaky team I would put in the Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions, yeah.
Their free agent signings this offseason.
Yeah,
really good.
I do think, but I mean, it's just completely wide open. Aaron Rodgers is going to be gone. This is probably the weakest NFC has been in a long time, I would say.
Since last year.
I think it's gotten even weaker since last year. It was Aaron Rodgers leaving. And, the Eagles getting weaker. The 49ers, they're...
The 49ers. going to be
I
contenders.
mean, they lost
probably.
Jimmy G for good now. It's like,
Yeah, but you got Darnold, who I think when he came into Carolina those last couple games, he proved that he can start still. And I think he'll beat Trey Lance out because I think Trey Lance is a fraud.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, that's crazy. They're still hurting from that draft pick. But we'll get into the Seahawks draft. Speaking of, I personally see us trading our pick.
Yeah.
I think the Commanders.
The Commanders.
Which is a hard name for me to say, Commanders, Washington.
Yeah.
So get used to that name. But I feel like they want a quarterback. I feel like, because I think C.J. Stroud's going number 1, I think, or Bryce Young.
I got Bryce Young, for sure.
Interchangeable, I think. I think they're definitely going to go 1 and 2 for sure.
Yeah, it's just where you want. If Anthony Richardson falls to that 5, or if he gets picked at 4.
Well, I think there's 4 quarterbacks in this draft that are going to go top 5.
Will Levis, I don't know. The hype around him.
But I think the team's going to want him.
Yeah.
I think those are the 4 guys, and I think they're all going to go in top 5. The Cardinals, I think it really comes down to the Cardinals. Because I think if the Cardinals trade their pick, which I do think they will.
I think they will, too.
If the Cardinals trade their pick, I think the Seahawks will stick around and we'll take Will Anderson at that point. But if the Cardinals don't trade their pick and a team comes calling, because at that point, it's going to be just probably Anthony Richardson is going to be off the board, or Will Levis is going to be that last guy remaining. I think a team's going to be real desperate, like the Commanders, and they're going to,
want to trade up, yeah.
I think we could probably get 2 first-round picks out of that. And so if Will Anderson's off the board and we keep our pick, I think I want Jalen Carter. I know he's got the off-the-field issues, but I mean, he's a Hall of Fame talent. He's a Hall of Fame talent.
What the? No way, bro.
He's a Hall of Fame talent.
No.
I think. The Seahawks have had some history with some questionable characters in the past. I think they've all turned out pretty well.
That's a Raiders pick, bro. You need to chill. So
he's
if the Cardinals,
off their draft boards at this point.
He's off a lot of people draft.
But also, I think if we do trade back with the Commanders, I think we're going to take Kalijah Kancey from Pitt, the D tackle, which he is. The comparisons to Aaron Donald, I mean, they're pretty legit. I think he is. He's a little bit that undersized guy, and for a D tackle, kind of like Aaron Donald is, but he's an animal. But we'll come back to the Seahawks record prediction later. But I really do see them with with improvements they made on the front 7 this offseason, which was really their big main issue on the team. I do see them having a really, really good season this year. But moving on.
Okay, so with the Cardinals, we signed a lot of our guys that were already here back, like Greg Dortch. He was a good step-in guy when Hollywood was out. He's a good small slot guy. Corey Clement, nice corner. Nice pickup since we lost our best corner to the Vikings, which was really sad. Byron Murphy, who I really loved.
Oh, yeah, he was good.
Just like Patrick Peterson leaving to the...
Hey, he's on the
Vikings. He's on
Steelers?
He's on the Steelers now, yeah.
Steelers.
That old man. We re-signed Kelvin Beachum, even though he talked shit about Kyler Murray on Twitter. That's a great signing. That's a Cardinal signing. Will Hernandez, I'm glad we brought him back. That guy's a great dude. He's a great guard.
Is he good? I mean,
he's good, yeah.
Was he a first round pick at one point?
Yes, he was to the Giants. He's a really good dude and he's a good guard. It's just he was injured for more than half the year, unfortunately, just like the rest of our O-line. Zach Pascal coming over from Philly with our new head coach. Hey,
I do have a comment to make about one of your signings in a minute here when you're done.
Really?
I do.
Really. The rest of the guys, I don't really want to talk about.
All right, there is one sign that the Cardinals made that I just didn't. As a Seahawks fan, I'm just...
Really? Who?
LJ Collier, man. That guy, we took him in the first round a couple years ago. And I don't think he's even got a sack yet as a defensive end. I don't think he's even has 1 sack in the NFL right now. You can look that up for me, Sam.
Yeah.
But he's a nothing for his entire career here. We drafted him with hopes he could improve, but like as a DN, he doesn't have anything special. He has 3
sacks in his whole career.
He does.
To be fair, though, It could have been in garbage time games. Yeah.
It's just I don't remember him ever having a sack. But he might have had one eventually at one point, but 3 sacks in probably it's been probably 3 or 4 years as a first round pick. I mean, that's horrible. But I mean, if he
pans out though, that would be a really good signing for him, a first round pick.
Yeah, but I mean,
the Cardinals need a lot of help in every position, especially the D line. We could not get any pressure ever since Chandler Jones left.
Yeah, but I mean, as a defensive end, you gotta have something like you either gotta be super strong or have like that first step fast quickness. And he just does not have either. I think we drafted him. The Seahawks drafted him like hoping he could develop one of those two things, and he just never did. And he just rode the bench as a first round pick. He was even a healthy scratch for a lot of games. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I think he's maybe worth the risk to the Cardinals. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Jonathan Gannon signing it's an okay one. I'm not a big Jonathan Gannon guy. I didn't really know who he was. I knew he was the Philly DC.
I didn't even know about that.
But I think it was after he left to come to the Cardinals when. Who was it that was talking that trash about him? Which corner was that? Was that Gardner Johnson?
I don't know.
He came out saying he made no adjustments in the second half. He came out saying that after the post-game interview, Jonathan Gannon did literally nothing in the second half. So I don't.
To be honest, I knew nothing about this guy.
He's
was he the OC or defensive coordinator?
He was the defensive coordinator there, which I guess it gives Kyler free reign over calling the plays more. He probably has more into it, which is his type of thing because he likes that hurry up huddle offense, which is really weird to me. He likes to go fast.
How'd you feel about that first interaction that they had, the coach and
Kyler when they dapped each other up?
I feel like that was just awful, dude.
It was like
as a fan, I don't think I would want to see that from my coach who just got signed.
But
it just seemed like.
Kyler Murray came out there with his torn ACL, with everything. He came out to me getting it. It shows that Kyler Murray's not a dickhead like Kevin Beacham said.
Really?
He's not.
He's trash, though, so.
I would like to say that the Cardinals, with our 3rd overall pick, we can do a lot. We can trade it. We can keep it, obviously, and keep Will Anderson, which I honestly wouldn't be opposed to since we need help in a lot of places.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, I think of the Cardinals, if I was them this year, I would trade just because they're not in that win now mode, which is why I want the Seahawks to take like a Will Anderson or Jalen Carter right now. It's just because we're in our window right now. Geno Smith, he's in his 30s. He's not getting any younger here. And I think if we're gonna win something with them, we need to win now. I feel like we're gonna get probably 2 first-round picks for that 5th overall pick, but. I think this year, with the NFC being as wide open as it is, I think we need to take him. With the Cardinals, I would definitely trade that 3rd overall pick.
I think I would actually prefer them taking him and finally develop a guy because our past first-round picks, they have not panned out at all.
Yeah.
Zaven Collins, respectively, has not been good.
Yeah.
Isaiah Simmons,
he's not bad.
He's just a freak athlete that can't. The Cardinals cannot find a position for him.
He won the game with the Seahawks a couple years ago. That was pretty in overtime. Remember that game?
I do.
Dude, that was.
I think he won us a game against the Seahawks this year, too. Honestly,
you guys didn't beat us last year.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So you swear?
Swear we beat you guys both in Seattle and that one.
Okay, maybe it was the Raiders game when he forced the fumble and then we scoop and score.
Yeah,
it was that game.
It was on Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense to me because we had good linebackers that we just let them walk, even though they were doing good because we wanted our younger guys to step up. Jordan Hicks, exactly. I have a Jordan Hicks signed football off note, but yeah, I do for real.
That's really cool.
Jordan Hicks, we shouldn't have let walk. He knew everything, and then Zaven Collins comes in, total, respectfully. I think that our whole season depends on how fast Kyler can recover, which I hope he doesn't rush anything.
Yeah,
most things that I was seeing was mid-season to might just sit out the whole season type of thing. So maybe just a whole tank.
Next year I think the Cardinals might have the worst record in the NFL next year. I mean, I don't see them. That team is just gonna have no talent left. With Hopkins is gonna be gone, I think.
Oh yeah, we'll probably trade Hopkins for a third overall pick to like the Patriots or maybe to the Ravens for like, even though Lamar does not want to be there anymore.
I think Hopkins probably worth like a second round pick, maybe a third round pick.
Second to third round pick, honestly. Yeah. But like,
I mean,
I don't know.
For a guy who doesn't want to be there, I mean,
I wouldn't say he doesn't want to be there. He's not been like other wide receivers who like go to social media and do like the cryptic shit. He's been very like respectable about it. But I also know he wants to win now because like he's getting old. It's getting time. The clock's ticking. And,
he wants to win a ring probably. He's been on two pretty bad teams in his career.
Okay, buddy. Okay, the Texans were good at one point until massage parlor.
So I think now moving to kind of some more neutral territory.
The Niners.
With the 49ers, and which I don't understand how the 49ers are getting so much money. I feel like the number one free agent on this class was Javon Hargrave, and I thought the Seahawks were going to have a good chance of getting him. And all of a sudden, I had a notification: the 49ers signed Javon Hargrave to a $20 million per year deal.
Because
it's just like
49ers never have to pay a quarterback.
I know, it's good. Still, but it's just like they got paid both of the quarterback contract pretty soon here, and it's just like I don't know how they're going to be able to afford both, but I think it's actually it's a 4-year deal, so I think most of the money's on the back end of it. I think he's only got a couple $1 million cap hit this season, so that's probably why. But it's just a huge signing for them.
I think this 49er team is definitely a team that'll have a chance of making the Super Bowl. It just depends on the quarterback.
Yeah, it just depends on the quarterback. I think
even though it's a system-led type of thing, you just have to make what Shanahan wants you to make. Honestly,
yeah. It's just Purdy. I know he's from our town that we live in, and it's just like I love the guy, but it's just I don't know if once teams start to kind of pick up on him a little bit, they get some time to watch his film.
Yeah.
Study guy. I don't know if he's gonna be able to keep that up as he did last year because. I mean, he just came in the middle of the season with that insane offense, and he played great. But is it sustainable? I don't know. And they traded 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance, and he's just gonna sit the bench. I don't know.
Having an open quarterback competition with him and Darnold is very scary to see for Trey Lance's future and what this organization thinks of him. I think that by week 4, Darnold will be starting.
Really?
Yes.
I think Trey Lance is definitely going to have the shot to start. I think he's definitely going to be the starter because he's been there the longest amount of time. He's.
Oh yeah. I just think that
values him a lot.
Shanahan's going to run him into an injury again. Probably.
But he's a more talented guy, of course, Trey Lance, and he's got the most upside out of all of them. We've never seen Trey Lance play in the NFL We've seen him play 2 games, 3 games?
It was 2 or 3 games, and in both he was looking mediocre, but Mr. Irrelevant comes in.
Well, his first game he was playing in a hurricane.
That's fair against the Bears, but
and he got hurt in the second game, so it's but he played against the Falcons, I think, last year. He played really good in that game. Just, it's hard to tell it from a quarterback and just that small sample size, but. With their pick in this draft, they don't even have a pick until the 3rd round, the end of the 3rd round, which is crazy to me. But I think definitely in a corner on the other side of their Travis Ward, or is it Ward or? Yeah, it's Ward, Travis Ward.
I don't know if that's.
Yeah, he's from the Chiefs. Yeah, I think it's Ward.
Okay.
Because is it Verrett, the other guy? Who just can never stay healthy no matter what. Jason Verrett.
Probably.
Yeah. They probably need someone else on the other side of him. And then interior offensive line.
They lost McGlinchey.
Yeah, they lost their right tackle, so they might need a replacement.
I didn't think he was that good, honestly. So they don't have much to worry about, if I may.
Yeah, but they're still going to need to replace him.
Yeah.
But we'll turn over to the last team in the NFC West and
the Rams.
The Rams, who knows what the Rams are doing right now? because now we're hearing reports that Matt Stafford's coming back, ready to go, like he's gonna be fully healed, and it's just like
I think
you got a Hall of Fame quarterback who's probably out of his prime right now. But
I don't know if he's Hall. Yeah.
I think he is. He's got a ring now.
He's got a ring. He's pretty high on all like
stat
the
stat
passing.
Stat Padford.
I don't.
For on the Lions, when he was on the Lions, all he did was just get stats. I mean,
honestly, this Rams O-line, this Rams
bad.
is really bad. This Rams defense
horrible.
is falling apart.
They still got Donald.
Yeah, but you can only do so much with just one guy because Donald gets doubled every single game. Obviously,
Yeah, it's just.
I don't know.
Sam,
it's hard to see.
How would you like to block Aaron Donald, Sam?
I would never want to block that guy.
But
I think it's also hard to see that the Rams trading away Jalen Ramsey, who was like a cornerstone on that team.
What did they get from? Like, what was it, a 5th round pick or a 3rd round pick?
It was a 3rd round pick, I'm pretty sure. And it's like it seems like they're not in the.
They're not in a winning mindset.
Yeah, they're not wanting to win, and I don't think they they can win anymore.
I mean, they still got probably a top 5 receiver on the offense.
Yeah,
they've got a running back who
You like Cam Akers?
I don't know. I think he's.
I think he's good.
He's got the talent for it.
He has like no O-line, so to be fair.
Yeah.
I think though it's just like
they got a great quarterback, of course.
Yeah. It's when they traded away all their picks to win now, which obviously worked out. I mean, you won your Super Bowl, but now it's like.
Yeah, I would.
I would trade all my picks to win a Super Bowl. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, if you had a chance to do that, you got to take it. And I think that's what a lot of teams are doing, like the 49ers.
Yeah,
definitely did that.
The 49ers are.
And it's kind of funny because the 49ers, they didn't win last year. That last year was their year to win it, and they didn't. So it's like that window. It's just with their quarterback situation they have now. It's closing, and I don't know. How do you feel about Jimmy G to the Raiders?
I think Jimmy G on the Raiders. I mean, to me, the AFC West is the second to first hardest division to play in, probably.
I would say it's probably the third. I think
the third.
I think NFC West, NFC East is the best,
and I think
that's so competitive. They got 3 really good teams in that division and 1 team that's not.
The Commanders always show out and always like.
The defense is always amazing. And I think I lost my thought. I just lost what team I was thinking of.
It's okay. What's
the AFC conference? I think. Oh, AFC North with the Bengals.
No, I think they're
the Steelers.
I think that's good, but I think
Browns. I think the Browns are going to surprise people this year. I think the Browns, with Deshaun Watson coming back and the additions they've made on that team.
I think that you're forgetting about which one is it? What is the Dolphins one?
Oh yeah, that's a great division.
The Dolphins, the Patriots,
AFC East.
The Bills, and the Jets are serious contenders.
If they don't get Rodgers, they're screwed.
The Jets and Bills, you can look at them and you can be like, yeah, I can see them in the Super Bowl.
If they get Rodgers,
yeah. The Patriots always are like hanging in there.
So where do you think Lamar is going to end up?
Well, I think his tenure with the Ravens is over ever since that social media post.
I think so for sure.
I don't think that if I was Lamar, I would go to the NFC for one reason. That is, it's just so weak right now. And I would like the Falcons rumors. I really like the Falcons rumors because that is the weakest division in football.
But I heard they're out on Lamar.
They are.
I think so. Yeah.
I think
because. I mean, the 2 first-round picks, I would do that trade. But I don't know if a lot of teams with the injury history of Lamar, after having 2 injuries.
Well, here's the thing. He signed, they franchise tag him to a non-exclusive one, so any team can offer him money, but the Ravens can match it.
For 2 first-round picks.
And then they can trade for them.
Yeah. But I think if they sign him, they get 2 first-round picks. But, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, for an MVP quarterback, I think that's pretty rare to come by.
I think he's being blackballed just because the owners don't want the quarterback market to go up, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because I think the teams don't want him because of his injury history, honestly, because what's Lamar? He's a runner, right?
I think that Lamar is a runner, but honestly, his passing is so underrated.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, like, not fair because let's be honest, the only wide receiver that he's played with that's been good, respectfully, sorry Hollywood Brown, is Mark Andrews, and he's a tight end.
Well, I mean,
His wide receivers have been bums his whole career.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's
Yeah.
a runner. I'm saying that's his play style as a runner. So I'm saying over time, especially as a running quarterback, your body's gonna get torn down a lot faster. Especially him being like a slimmer guy. His I'm just like constant beating from him being a running quarterback.
I think
along with injuries he's already had. I think that's why teams are hustling to trade for him. Like look at Cam Newton. He was a MVP quarterback for the first of his career, then he just completely fell off right when he started to have injuries.
If I was a team, I would take the chance on Lamar because I think he could definitely lead you to a Super Bowl. He won the MVP. He's still really good. He was probably healthy enough to play in that Ravens game, but he was trying to prove a point to get his contract.
Oh, the playoff game?
Yeah, the playoff game.
They probably could have won that game.
They could have won that game if they had Lamar.
They could have won that game because Tyler Huntley is terrible. But
it shows
we'll have to see about where he goes. It's interesting. It's gonna shake up the whole NFL wherever he goes. But yeah, it's just I'm trying to think of any more like big things. What about Odell?
I think that Odell is really.
I think he's still got it in him. I think he's
a good wide receiver too. I don't think he can be a 1 anymore. Obviously.
I think on a certain team he could be a 1.
Like if he went to the Jets,
if he went to Texans, he'd be the 1.
Well, yeah, he could be the 1 at the Texans, but like
on a contender
team, he would be the 2. Which I don't think that's anything bad, because like.
Well, I mean, think about it, if he went to the Bills. I mean,
if he went to the Bills,
Stephon is the guy. But I mean,
I think Odell would be really good on a lot of teams, but where I see him going most right now is either the Jets,
really,
or the Cowboys, or the Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys are out on him.
I genuinely don't think they are though, because all they have is CD and.
I know, but I think they've said like they're out on him. Oh, they just got Brandon Cooks.
Oh, facts.
Yeah,
that was a big trade. Yeah, they're probably out on him.
Yeah, I think there was rumors of him going to Seattle a couple of years ago. Because, I mean, besides Tyler Lockett and DK,
he's not going.
We have no one.
He's not going.
But think about it. We could be a contending team this year, I think.
He's not going to go.
Think about it.
He wants to go to, I think he said he wanted to go to a team in a state that he'd have to pay taxes type of thing or whatever the hell.
Taxes is allowed in New York, isn't it?
There's a couple teams where taxes are like.
Packers. No, not the Packers. I
don't know.
The Cowboys probably, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, that's why I think in the draft, the Seahawks, if we take Jalen Carter, we'll intercept number 5. I think
I wouldn't take Jalen. I would shy away from him.
Want Jalen Carter because he's all fame talent. I mean, I think Pete Carroll could,
I mean, yeah, what are you going to do in Seattle, honestly? Actually, Seattle's pretty cool. They've got some cool stuff.
I mean, I think that was a dumb move by him. That was a mistake he made for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people make mistakes that, they're not NFL players, I think he's young. He's, a mistake he made for sure, but he might be able to overcome that in the future.
What do you think about the Seahawks schedule? What do you think they're going to go? What do you think they're going to go?
All right, so I'm taking a look at the schedule here.
You like it or not?
Take a look at our home games first. Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, Eagles, Commanders, Browns, Steelers, and Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's 2 of those teams, and there that I think we absolutely could lose to for sure.
For sure, like you're not going to give yourself a chance.
Well, no. I'm saying we could lose. We could definitely lose. Is the Eagles and 49ers.
I see that.
But I think we definitely could win one or both of those games.
I think you could split with the Niners. It just depends which.
Yeah, I think we will split the Niners for sure. We usually sweep the 49ers. Last year was like an off year.
I think the Browns though are also going to be like a team that
they could lose. I could see us losing the Browns. That'd be a very Seahawks thing to do. But I mean, I think on paper we're definitely the better team at this point, and with it being the off season, that's all we really have to go off of right now. So I think at home we're gonna lose 1 game to the Eagles, and then looking at our away schedule, we have the Cardinals, Rams, 49ers again, which I think we'll lose that one. The Cowboys, Giants, Ravens, Bengals, Lions, and Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more losable games on this side of the record. I think
Mhm.
we could definitely lose to Cowboys, Giants, Ravens,
The
Bengals,
Bengals for
and
sure.
Lions.
The Lions, yes. The Titans are
But
falling apart.
I think that we have the team that will beat the Lions because I think our offense can keep up with their offense. I think our defense is
I
a little
think
better than
last year
theirs.
when you guys beat the Lions defense was not there at all. But with their free agent signings, I don't know if you.
Well, yeah,
can
but I
keep up
mean,
now.
our defense also was not there at all, too. Think about it.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
So what's your record prediction?
so I see us going 14-3 or 13-4, to be honest with you.
Really? I got you guys at a nice, comfortable 7-10.
Really?
I like you guys there.
Who do you guys listen to? Who do you guys listen to?
I have you splitting with the Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Yes, you're gonna split with the
No
The Seahawks always split the Cardinals. Even
No,
if
we don't. We always beat them.
No, you guys always split. Trust me. You guys are.
They're
I have
bad.
you losing
They're so
to-
bad this year.
I have you losing to the Eagles. I have you losing to the Browns.
The Browns.
The Steelers.
The Steelers is crazy.
The Steelers.
Steelers is crazy. Kenny Pickett sucks.
I have the Cowboys. I have you guys losing to the Ravens, the Lions, and the Bengals. I think I
That's
missed
crazy.
a couple teams, but yeah, for real, 7-10.
That was crazy.
I feel like 7-10 is realistic. Maybe
I think you're downplaying how much better we're going to be this year. Because think about our team last year.
maybe 8-9.
Our team, I think we're definitely making the playoffs this year.
I think the NFC is super weak.
I think
if
9.
Lamar
I
doesn't
think
land there,
I think a 9-8, 10-7 is like our floor. I think because think about our team last year. It was all rookies last year. Our 2 starting tackles are rookies. Our starting running back was a rookie. Our corner was a rookie. Both of our corners were rookies. It's like now going into our season, they have a whole other offseason to develop and to get better. On top of our draft picks we're going to have coming in this year,
Mhm.
on top of the free agent signings we have like Bob Wagner and Draymond Jones, I just think we're going to be an incredible team next year.
Okay, so with the Cardinals, I don't know when we'll get Kyler, so I'll make a record prediction if we had Kyler the whole season and without Kyler. Realistically, if we do not have
So I can't
Kyler,
hope anything.
oh yeah, okay, buddy. If we do have Kyler Murray, I think we're winning. Let's see, probably like around 9-10 games. If we don't have Kyler, we're probably
What a team!
we're
It's
probably
Kyler
gonna
Murray is a 1v11 at that point.
cap. If we don't have Kyler Murray, we're winning like 2 games. Like, come on, let's look at the schedule. We got the Giants, cakewalk. We got the the Texans right there? Cakewalk.
It's Cowboys, I think.
Not right there, bud.
Oh yeah, Texans. But I think that's gonna be a good game. Too.
Cakewalk.
They're about to get us. They're about
You
to
got
get
the Steelers revenge game against Pat Pete. Cakewalk. You got the Commanders. Cakewalk. You got the Ravens. Come on, get back from what season was that? 2017 against Kyler's like rookie season. Cakewalk. Rams. Stafford's getting like injured his thumb again or some shit. The Bears.
this
Like
guy.
I actually see us like losing to the Bears for real. Like I respect the Bears right now.
I just think you're just hyping your team up way too much.
No,
They got Kyler Murray.
No.
They got Kyler Murray and Marquise Brown, and that's it.
Kyler Murray, Marquise Brown, and that's all we need.
That's all you have.
That's all we need, honestly.
That's
all
really
we need.
it.
We have James Conner. Come on, show some
Yeah,
respect.
he's not that good.
Show some respect.
He's not that good.
Show some respect. Show some
He's
respect.
very David Johnson.
What do you? David Johnson, 2016.
I see them. Realistically, I see them beating the Texans and maybe the Rams once. To be honest with you,
Okay.
I
You can
think
predict 2 and what is
I
that?
think 2-15 is real. I think the Cardinals
2-15.
they want to be a bad team this year. Why would you? I don't know why they want to win this year.
Because if Kyler comes back, there's no point in tanking.
Sure there is. Give them help. Yeah, but we'll move on from them. We'll move on to the Rams.
The Rams.
The Rams, I mean, they're in a rebuild for sure. We got them, the 49ers, Steelers, Seahawks, Eagles, Cardinals, Saints, Browns, and Commanders. I see them winning, out of that group, I see them winning 1.
What?
Out of that group, up top, I see them maybe winning 1 of those games.
I see 2.
Really?
2 to 3 maybe. 2.
Which ones?
The Cardinals. And
Well, just the top. All the
in
top.
out of the top, yeah, the Cardinals and the Commanders. Just out of
The Saints, I think, are gonna be really bad next year.
just out of the home games. I
Yeah, and then going on the away games, they have the Giants, Packers.
I can see them beating the Packers.
Yeah,
this
I can
season.
see that for sure. The Ravens, the Bengals, the Colts.
I can see them beating the Colts. Yeah.
The Cowboys, the Cardinals, Seahawks, and Niners. So I think 2 or 3 wins for them.
I think I think like 5 wins.
Really?
I think 5's generous, honestly, but I could see
Yeah, that's a little generous. I think 2 or 3 seems about right for them.
I think McVay is a genius. He can scheme up some wins.
He didn't do it last year, though.
That's because he lost his quarterback last year. He got depressed. Thought about retiring 50 times.
All right. Last team, 49ers, which, I mean, they're probably the famous one in the race.
Yeah.
But, I mean, so we got Cardinals, the Rams, Seahawks, Cowboys, Giants, Ravens, Bengals, Bucks, the free win. Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks,
I got
Eagles,
what do you?
Jags. Which a couple years ago, the Jags would be an easy win, but this year, I don't know about that one. The Vikings, Steelers, and Browns. I think they're gonna split the Seahawks. I think we're gonna beat them once.
Really?
I think so.
Okay. I could see twice, 2 L's. I could see 2 L's, respectively.
I think the Bengals will beat them.
I think that game's gonna be close.
I think that their offense, the Bengals' offense, would just be able to go to work.
Yeah, it's just that their loss from Jesse Bates. I think Jesse Bates was a really good safety, but the past year he was starting to fall off. So I think it was honestly a good no re-sign by the Bengals.
Yeah,
their O-line, they lost. What's his face came from Dallas to the Bengals and then he got injured.
I know what I'm talking about, but yeah, but it's got Orlando Brown though.
They got Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown.
He's good.
He's a really good run blocker. He cannot pass block for his life. He cannot pass block. Which is
I don't know much about him.
Joe Mixon.
He's probably done for. I don't know.
He'll play with Henry Ruggs in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they lost Samaje Perine, who
where'd he go?
He went to
Panthers.
I don't know where he went up. I think Miles Sanders went to the Panthers. I think he may have ended up on the Chiefs or Chargers. I feel like it was a team over there. Could be wrong.
Let me see.
I think it's interesting that the Bengals let him walk.
Broncos.
Oh, the Broncos. Okay. It was in the right division. It's an interesting move by the Bengals because I'm not sure if they have their first round pick. If so,
which team?
I don't know if you draft a running back. I think you probably draft in your secondary.
They probably do have a first round pick.
I think they do. I would go secondary.
They didn't trade for anyone. But the Bengals, in a couple years, they're going to be in a tough spot. I've been paying Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy. But
it can be done, though, for sure. You're just going to lose a lot of your team.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are going to be a legit team next year, for sure, like they always are. As long as you got Joe Burrow, I think you're going to be a good team.
Yeah.
The Ravens, if they have Lamar, I think I could see that being a good game.
I think that even with the Ravens without Lamar, they, to me, have maybe the second best secondary in the league now behind the Dolphins, if I'm being honest.
With
Marlon Humphrey. They have Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters. I really like what's his name from Notre Dame.
Oh, Hamilton.
Yeah. They were
Chuck Clark?
I believe they traded Chuck Clark. I could be wrong. I feel like he was traded though.
I think he was to the Jets. He was to the Jets. I think, but I want to see the thing about the secondaries now. It's got me thinking.
For me,
Bills is really good too.
The Bills is
really good.
Oh, they have to let it. Oh, don't they have to let someone walk from their secondary?
They might. Or as of last year, it was Tre'Davious White.
He got injured a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, when he's healthy, he's really good. They have that guy who got hit in the face at the combine.
What?
You know, like that video,
he looks the wrong way.
Looks the wrong way. He got domed in the face. But yeah, he's actually been a pretty good player in the NFL.
Did you wait?
He drafted a corner in the first round.
Did we predict their schedule? Did we predict their win?
Oh, we did not. Well, let me finish my
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
And then we got Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, which is a really good.
And Jordan Poyer's the
best.
one that they haven't paid yet, right?
I don't know.
Because they paid their linebacker a lot of money. Was it
No,
Matt
they
Milano?
let him walk. Tremaine Edmonds walked.
Well, yeah, but they paid the other one, Matt
The
Milano,
Bears.
I believe.
Right, but okay, so let's go to the 49ers record.
I got.
Let me see. I think I got.
Do I want to go 12 or 13?
I got 4 losses for them.
4.
I got 4. Yeah,
You got-
4.
you
I
got-
got Seahawks, Bengals, Jaguars, Eagles.
I can only see him losing
Come on, give the Seahawks at
to
least
the
one.
Bengals and the Jaguars.
The 49ers, they always lose to a bad team. Like
they do.
They lost to the
I
Falcons
think,
last year.
I think they'll lose 4 games too, honestly. So 13
They
and
lost
4.
to the Falcons. They lost to the Bears.
Well, the Bears was the first week, and that was like they were playing on a puddle the whole time against
Still,
the best running quarterback in the league now, Justin Fields.
rather than Lamar.
But have you seen his highlights?
I have. It's crazy.
He's cold. He's
Yeah.
cold.
They're both elite. I mean, Lamar won MVP doing it though. So but yeah, I could see them losing the Eagles, Seahawks once. I could see them losing to the Jaguars with that team. But that team now with Calvin Ridley is gonna be nice.
Oh, Calvin Ridley. You got Evan Ingram, who's basically a wide receiver now, playing tight
That's
end.
nice.
So you can just pay him tight end money. You got Marvin Jones Jr., reliable.
He's gone.
He's gone?
He's to the Lions. He went back to the Lions.
So you swear.
It was yesterday. He went back to the Lions yesterday.
Really? For real?
For real.
Why would he do that?
Click on news.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so who they got? Ingram. They
No,
have.
they don't need him, to be honest.
Yeah, they have Ingram, Ridley, Zay Jones, right? Or did he leave?
No, they got Christian Kirk too.
Oh, and Christian Kirk, ex-Cardinal. I remember when Christian Kirk got paid last year.
Everyone thought it was crazy.
He kind of balled out.
He
For real balled out
he
last
balled
year.
I know their former receiver DJ Chark just got cut. Maybe it's potential reunion there. I don't know. We'll see about that one. I think Trevor Lawrence is.
He's coming into.
I think he's gonna be top 5 quarterback next year.
And I think that Etienne's really good. He just has a
really
fumble problem, honestly.
Yeah, but he's really good.
That
I don't know
defense
why
is
they got
pretty
rid of James Robinson for nothing.
good. I think it was. I didn't like that move either, but I think showing like Etienne's your guy was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
we probably need a 1-2 maybe. That'd be nice.
Because they
That's-
pass the ball most of the time, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, you need a running game, still to win games in the NFL. But yeah, I think they'll be fine. It's just it's the offense for them. But
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the NFC West for this season, I think it's 50-50 toss. Seahawks, 49ers to win it.
It's not 50-50.
Yeah, I think
it's
it is.
not. 49ers are going to win this, even if they have to sign
I think it'll be
some
close.
bum
I think
quarterback.
it'll be close.
I don't.
I think you're sleeping on how much progress they made this offseason.
I don't think the Seahawks will get into the double-digit wins for sure.
That is just crazy.
I think their ceiling is 10 wins, if that, maybe.
That's crazy. That's crazy to take.
I know the NFC's super weak.
Think about like how good our offense is. We got probably top 10 or top 5 offense in the NFL.
Top 5, there's no way. Top 5.
We
I really like
we got
K9. I like K9 a lot.
Great running back, great receiver duo.
I've liked Tyler Lockett like ever since I started watching football.
DK the dog.
DK's the best. He's the third wide receiver. Best third. Oh my god, what the fuck am I? He's in his draft class. He's the third best wide receiver.
No, he's not. He's better than Debo.
He's not better than Debo.
Yes, he is better than Debo.
He's not better than
He's
AJ
better.
Brown.
He's not better than AJ Brown. I'll give you that.
Okay,
But he's better than Debo.
Scary Terry.
He's better than Scary Terry. He's better.
Yeah.
The production for DK has been way more.
Yeah.
Way better. Our tight end room is stacked. Noah Fant's really good.
Okay.
Will Disley is a great run blocker. And then Colby Parkinson's like, probably don't even know who that is, but he's like,
I do actually.
he's 6'7". He's more like a receiver too. He was hurt all of his rookie year. Last year he was like his first real season.
Is that the dude with the long curly hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty. I mean, he needs to develop. So you guys had a first round grade on him, like coming out of the draft. They got him in the 3rd round, I think. So I think he's got talent for sure. Just
Seahawks draft last year was just really good from their
Tariq
tackles to
Woolen.
their corners.
Tariq Woolen, dude. Probably a top 3 corner in the NFL. I would say top 5 for sure.
He could go top 5. I like top 5 for him. I'll go top 5. I don't know if he's top 3 yet.
I think he's better. I think top 3 interchangeable. Any way you want is Sauce, Woolen, and Surtain. At this point, I think Ramsey's probably in that 4 range.
Ramsey's. I don't want to say he's slipping because like I really like Ramsey, but
Me too.
I mean, to be fair, you don't really know because no one really tests Ramsey. Whereas like you're gonna throw it against a rookie corner to test him.
And I don't know who else would be number 5. Maybe Jair.
Jair, I feel like he was injured for a decent part last season.
Yeah.
It's hard to like really know. Oh my, who's the AJ Terrell to me is
he's really good.
Really good corner.
I like Tariq Woolen over him though. This Tariq Woolen, dude, he's got one of the longest wingspans. I think it might have been like the longest wingspan ever as a corner. I think it was, and he's got this 4.2 40 speed, 6'4". I mean, he had a great rookie season. Most picks in the NFL, tied for it. I mean, he's not like Sauce Gardner, just holds every single play.
Okay, buddy, you chill.
He does.
Sauce Gardner just.
I think Tariq Woolen's better than Sauce Gardner.
I
Biased
have
take,
Sauce
probably.
Gardner.
Probably biased take, but I think so.
It is a biased take. I do see what you mean by the holding though sometimes.
He holds a lot. Can't even deny it. He holds a ton. So
He's just a physical player.
But he gets away with a lot. He gets away with a lot. And I think if Tariq Woolen goes top 5 draft pick, I mean, he probably gets that same expectation like Sauce Gardner had. But, I mean,
I think
as a 5th round pick, he had to work his way up to be where he's at right now. But yeah, underrated Seahawks player Michael Jackson had a great season last year.
But we're not here to talk about Seahawks players. Come on,
buddy, where are we here first?
Come on, we're here to talk about Kyler Murray's rehabilitation.
Oh my gosh,
coming back.
Your little midget at quarterback.
When he scrambles, he's a god.
Michael Jackson, he had a really good season last year. He was about an average to above average corner last year, I think, and he just. I didn't know who he was at the start of the season, but he played pretty good, I think. But yeah.
Is this the end of the show?
Yeah, any final thoughts? I mean, I don't know. I think we've hit all of our points. I mean.
Yeah. Final thought.
We're at a 48-minute show right now.
Probably. Final thought. Dolphins in the Super Bowl. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm chilling.
They're going to be good. If Tua can come back.
If Tua doesn't get concussed.
And ball out like he did in the first part of last year.
Tua's signature move is underthrowing his wide receivers, so his wide receivers have to come back for the ball, so they get a PI call every time.
Tyreek Hill is pretty good at that. But yeah, we will be back at some point. We'll see when that is.
Yeah.
I think start something good here.
Yeah.
Start something great. And
maybe a little ranking next time. Ranking NFL teams.
Might have to.
Ranking
Let us know what you want to see. And thank you for tuning in. That's all I got, Sam.
That's the huddle.
Yeah, that's the huddle.